Wait, proofreading jobs? That's what today's video is about, proofreading jobs? Like the thing your high school teacher tells you to do for your book report on Jane Eyre? Like, you can get paid for that? You can get paid to proofread. Man, I wish I had learned that a long time ago. That's what we're talking about today. Online proofreading jobs. Is it the right fit for you? Maybe, maybe not. Stay tuned, we'll find out. So here at Location Rebel, what we do is we teach you how to build a business online with your words. And it turns out that one of the easiest ways to build an online business happens to be, well, not using your words at all, but having you critique other people's words. And that's what we're talking about with online proofreading. All right, so first up, what is proofreading? Well, think of proofreading as like a real live human spell checker. Grammarly, your spell checker built into your computer doesn't necessarily always catch anything. So a proofreader goes into a specific piece of writing and just makes sure that the spelling's correct, the grammar's correct, all the sentences flow together okay. They're just making sure that there are no glaring errors that is going to make the author of said piece of writing look like an idiot. Add it to our list to get a proofreader because I look like an idiot way more often than I should. Can you do that? Add that to our Asana. All right, perfect. But there's one big distinction here. You might think of a proofreader as an editor or a copy editor, but in fact, those are two kind of totally different things. A copy editor is someone that's going in and they're actually trying to help you rewrite your content to make it more effective and more useful and correct all of the grammar and punctuation and all of those issues. Because of that, a copy editor is generally going to do a lot more work, they're going to get paid a lot more, and they're probably going to need a little bit more expertise or certifications or education. So depending on your background, and if you have background in any of those things, being a copy editor may or may not be for you, but being a proofreader could definitely be a good way to get started online. So another question you might be asking is, well, how much can I get paid as a proofreader? I'm not doing this thing for like $2 an article. It's just not worth my time. Well, let's be honest, proofreading isn't necessarily the highest paid of all the freelance work you can do, but you can start out with zero experience pretty comfortably making $15 an hour. You can certainly make more than that, but I think 15 to 20 bucks an hour is a pretty good starting point. A lot of times you'll also find that proofreaders don't generally work on an hourly basis, they work on a per project basis. So it might be, hey, I will pay you 50 bucks to proofread this article or something along those lines. All right, so you're listening to me, you're like, okay, online proofreading, maybe this is a thing for me, but maybe it's not. How do we find out for sure if proofreading is for you? Well, let's ask yourself a couple questions. Question number one, do you have good attention to detail? Because if you don't have good attention to detail, then you are not gonna make a very good proofreader. So you probably should just wipe that off your list of things to do. Number two, do you have any education when it comes to writing or editing? Do you know the essentials of the AP Style Book or the Chicago Manual of Style? A lot of the jobs you're going to be doing, those are kind of the benchmark style guides for that type of work. So you should make sure that you're pretty familiar with that. You understand grammar, punctuation, when to use an apostrophe, the differences between there, and there, the difference between your and your. If you don't know those things, then probably just move on. But that's also one of the reasons that being a freelance writer can be so great, because sometimes you can get away with some of those things and not really understand. That's not totally true. If you're gonna be a freelance writer, you at least, if you don't know the theirs or the yours, you're gonna struggle as a freelance writer. But you'll struggle even more as a proofreader. All right, so how do you actually go about getting these jobs? Well, let me tell you what you're not gonna do. You are not going to email a blogger like me and be like, hey Sean, I was recently reading your blog post on proofreading, and I figured I would do you a favor. I copied that and I took red pen and marked all the mistakes that you made. Yeah, you're kind of an idiot. And so I think you need to hire me to proofread for you. This one, the one I just sent you, it's on the house, but it took me like an hour because it was pretty bad. Honestly, I get a lot of people that do that. I'm the first person to admit, my stuff, there's going to be the occasional error in that, but I've decided that it's more valuable for me to make sure I'm putting out content on a consistent basis as much as possible, because you can watch a video like this, and if there's a spelling error in one of my titles, it's not going to change the fact that the video is super useful. So I would rather make sure we get that stuff out there, and then someone's going to tell me there's an issue, and then I'll fix it if it's on a blog post. If it's on a video, then I might just look like an idiot for a while, but I'm kind of okay with that to make sure that I'm continually putting out good stuff. My point being, there is a point here, don't just reach out to bloggers and tell them that they're idiots. reach out with a letter of introduction, let them know who you are, let them know that you do editing, proofreading, writing services, and see if they are in any need of that. Start the conversation, see what they need, and then go from there. Don't just tell them they're stupid. Don't just tell them they don't know how to write and they don't know how to proofread, because that's a surefire way to, well, not get a job and not get paid. So, don't do that. But cold outreach can be a great approach. That's our favorite approach for freelance writing jobs, and this can work for freelance editing jobs and freelance proofreading jobs and freelance SEO jobs or freelance design jobs. Cold outreach is generally the way to go build those relationships. Okay, but let's say you're not the cold outreach kind of person. You get all nervous and you don't want to talk to strangers. The good news for you is that there are dozens of sites out there that are hiring freelance proofreaders, and the better news for you is that we put together a giant list of them so you don't have to go find that information on your own. There's a link below, locationrebel.com/online proofreading jobs. You can go check that out, and you can get going right away finding proofreading jobs. So you're welcome. Okay, so to sum all of this up, what did we cover today? Proofreading, actually a thing. You can get paid to do this. It's one of the easier freelance jobs you can do. It's also one of the lower paid jobs you can do. But even though it's one of the entry-level lower paid jobs, you still have to have some knowledge of style guides and grammar and punctuation. That's going to be really important. You'll probably start out making 15 to 20 bucks an hour, but that can go up as you are more experienced and as you build relationships with the people that you're working with. So what else did we cover? Oh, cold outreach, a great way to get jobs, but don't chastise the person that you're reaching out to and tell them that they're an idiot, because that's not going to work. And there's lots of websites out there to do it. Click the link below to find all of those websites. So there you go. My name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Location Rebel, where we teach you how to make money with your words on the internet, whether that's through freelancing, blogging, affiliate marketing, you name it. If you are looking to build an online business writing, then we're the channel for you. So if you got some value out of this video, maybe do the old thumbs up thing. That helps me a ton for the algorithm. If you want to help me out even more, then drop a comment. And if you want to just do the best thing you can do for me, then I would suggest hitting subscribe. We got new videos every week. Sometimes we get 2 videos a week, and that'll be helpful. And in return, I suggest you go to locationrebel.com/FWG. Put together a free 6-day course and a free guide all about how to get started freelancing online. I think it's going to be really beneficial. So if that's something you've been considering, then I would definitely go check that out. In the meantime, you can also go check out this video. If you don't want to wait for the next one, we've got hundreds of them here at Location Rebel. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you soon. See you soon. I was supposed to end it somehow, but I didn't, and now I'm just flailing my arms like an idiot. I'll see you later.